Well,
I hate these. Okay.
I don't like these questions.
I express myself through my actions and my beliefs, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I express myself through the sports that I play, field hockey, and I ride horses too.
I try to express myself through the way I treat others.
well, I play an instrument, so I play the viola, and I like to express myself when I play my instrument. It's really fun and really relaxing.
Through my hobbies and talents and the people that I spend my time with and how I relate to others.
Probably through my clothes or all the different things that I have in my room, because it's not really like, I feel like for my room it's kind of like how I express myself and like the only things like I care about, and it's not really about impressing anyone because it's just my room.
Through my personality, how I act towards others, my attitudes.
I like to express myself through service because I love doing service. I've done so many opportunities of service throughout my life, and I just find great joy in it, and I love to share my experiences with people who I meet about them.
Nature.
I like to think that I express myself through my clothes and like when I draw to myself sometimes and through my socks.
I express myself through my actions and through how I treat people and how I'm involved in the community, and I think that's it.
For me, at least, it's theater, like dancing and singing and acting and just that kind of thing.
Definitely my sport, diving, and listening to music and watching my favorite TV shows.
My sports, so field hockey and horseback riding for sure.
I'm very sporty, and I play soccer and basketball. Basketball, I really love basketball, so that really helps me.
Playing with my dog for sure, and I don't know, just spending time outside, either going for runs or going for bike rides with my dog. So.
Well, I like watching TV with my mom and dad, just because they have such a different humor than I do, and like they don't like talk like teenage girls at DS, and it's kind of not refreshing, but it's just like fun to be around because they're just like kind of these old farts, and they're just laughing at things people wouldn't really laugh at.
I like reading books or just relaxing watching Netflix, or sometimes like those coloring books are really fun, and like listening to Spotify.
Hiking, going hammocking.
I like going to choir class and going to gym sometimes.
Exercising, running, specifically, and then being outside. I love being in nature, going to state parks, listening to music.
I would say yes, considering from like an artist point of view, you kind of have this like ability to kind of do whatever you want. Say if it's with a character or something, you have the option of like taking it like everyone else does or taking it in a completely different direction. Yeah.
I do.
It depends. There's some parts of me that are kind of like I can express myself whenever I want, but then there's other parts where it's kind of like, I guess sometimes. So I'd give it like a 50-50.
Yeah, I definitely think I've grown up in a community that accepts me for like my interests and will help me grow in them and won't judge me because of that.
Yeah, I do. I think I'm really fortunate to be where I am and like be the high school I am and the family that I have, where I can express what I want and not really have too many repercussions of it.
Most of the time, I think as long as it's like appropriate, it's acceptable.
Sure.
I do, but I always want to also be aware of my audience, or like I want to just like know who else is in the room so that I'm being respectful to other people as well.
Maybe sometimes not without judgment. I mean, there's definitely going to be judgment in anything you do, but I guess you can't really focus on that.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely not.
On a good day.
Most of the time, yes.
Definitely. At DSHA, yes. Outside of DSHA, there's times where I don't, but at DSHA, definitely.
I feel like there's always going to be judgment from others. If you do something new that's maybe a little out of the ordinary or unconventional, if you like want to change your hairstyle like that, you want to express yourself that way. But I think even though you will always experience some judgment from somebody else, you should always hold true to the values that you hold inside.
No.
I think there's always going to be judgment no matter what you do, but it's like a matter of if you care or not. And if it's important to you enough, then you're not really going to care what anyone else thinks about it.
I feel like you're always going to be judged for anything that you do, but it's just about having yourself accept the fact that you will be judged and you just gotta do what you wanna do.
I do. I don't know that I always do that because I think as humans we know that at times other people look at us for examples or to criticize, but I think that ultimately I know I can.
I feel like judgment is everywhere, especially in our society. Like, you're always judged for whatever you do, it doesn't matter what, and it's by everyone.
Sometimes I am my own worst critic, but I think that sometimes maybe judged a little by my parents.
There's certain scenarios, like just outside of school, like I mentioned, not really at DSHA. There's just certain scenarios where, I don't know, it could be like walking to the grocery, or like at the grocery store, or maybe like at my house, or things like there's just certain scenarios that I just don't feel comfortable with myself, like racially, like physically, mentally sometimes. Yeah.
So when you're thinking about being yourself, and then
I would say not like my closest friends because I know they'll accept me for me, but people who I don't know as well, I feel most judged by them, even though I don't even know what they're thinking. It's just an automatic assumption that they would judge me.
Coming from being a Mexican and like my racial background and stuff, there's a lot of discrimination, I guess I could say. So in that aspect of things, I guess not as much. Like I don't feel as free, I guess. But like I said, like education-wise and like sports-wise and stuff like that, I feel free.
I think it's honestly a matter of choice. Either you can let those limitations, and just like the judgment of others and like this whatever stigmas of society or whatever it's really holding you down, you can either dwell on those, or you can really just be true to yourself and do what you think is best for yourself and do what you really want to do with your life to express yourself and just be happy.
So you think you are free?
I think it's a personal choice, and I think you are free, yeah.
The whole college process where you're kind of like a number on a sheet to them. It's like the ultimate judgment, like not like heaven or hell, it's like acceptance denied, like deferred, like there's all these different things, and I feel like that's very hard to deal with because it's like if one college like denies you, then you want to know like why so you can fix it, but it's not really something you can fix necessarily.
Sometimes I feel judged as a woman, sometimes I feel judged professionally. I don't really feel judged by my friends. I feel grateful for that. I think those are the main areas.
Sometimes at school, not so much here, but like if I was like at grade school, like when there's boys especially, or if you're in a new place and like you're the outsider, then like everybody like sets their first impression of you, so they kind of judge you right away.
Probably parents.
Just by, guess, people that like intimidate me. I don't really know if you know who's judging you, but just kind of get a feel for it. Where? I guess just in different situations. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes.
Freedom. Freedom.